there, I am Svila Bekin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little belly thing so you are notified when new videos drop. And Chris Chibnall's Doctor Who continues to be the gift that keeps on giving. Firstly, I have to doff my hat to Mr. Chibnall. He's finally written a piece of fiction which is truly engrossing and mesmerizing. This happened when Doctor Who was recently given an award. I'm not sure what the award is for. It's called the Rocky Award from Banff, BANFF. I've never heard of either. Okay, but whatever. Congratulations, I guess. But I've read about this on Facebook when with the quote from Chris Chibnall, "We continue to be blown away by the incredible worldwide reception to Jodie Whittaker's first series as a Doctor. Huge thanks for everyone involved in the series." I'm sure they do continue to be blown away because you just look, go to Facebook and see for yourself. I have rarely seen an outpouring of scorn quite as visceral as the fan reaction to this post. I don't know. It was just common enough to come and go, what? Well, okay, listen. Even the kindest fans have said, okay, we have three groups in fandom as far as I can see. We have I think the majority of fans who are like, well, that was pretty darn awful. There's a subsect of that who goes, that was awful for reasons I don't necessarily agree with. But the reason I thought it was awful, as I've said many times over, the Doctor was clueless, didn't know what was going on, had no moral centre, was cruel, was cowardly, and was essentially reduced to a bus driver, and I think a virtue signaller rather than being virtuous, which I think is just the antithesis of Doctor Who. So you have like I think the majority of fans go, she was okay, but the writing was horrible. I think that's the overwhelming majority. I'm a little bit crueler. I think it was horribly agenda driven. Incidentally, anybody who's in a smaller section of fandom, I believe, who just will love anything about the 13th Doctor, they always deny it was agenda driven. But the weird thing is this: that agenda, which they're saying doesn't exist at all, they don't just support it. That agenda is a core part of their personality, and it's so incredibly important to them. And listen, we're all the same. We're all human beings. I like my worldview to be confirmed. I like to be right. Everybody likes to be right, so I guess they're the same as me. I'm going to show I like to be right in a second. But before that today, I saw a news story which I found very telling. That Character Options just put out their announcement for their new toys they're releasing, their 2019 lineup. And very tellingly, there was nothing there to do with the 13th Doctor. Back in January, I think Toy Fair in New York in January, we saw prototypes for companions of Graham. They're so bland. I have trouble remembering them. There's Graham, I remember because great performance. Yaz, who blink and you miss her, and Ryan, that's the one I was trying to remember. We saw prototypes of them, and they're going to be announced in the middle of the year, and we're in June, if there's retailer demand. So I can only assume, because they're completely absent from this announcement, there was not retail demand. There's not retailer demand, I'm going to assume, because there's not consumer demand. There's not consumer demand because it was awful. What they are putting out does sound fantastic, and I'm actually kind of bummed because I've got to find money to buy a lot of this stuff, a lot of it sounds great, and I've got to find shelf space as well. But okay, fine. I was just looking at my Doctor Who figures, thinking, how am I going to do it? What they have coming out, the 50th anniversary Sonic Screwdriver pack with the 10th, 11th, and 12th Doctor, the 10th, 11th, and War Doctors Sonic Screwdrivers. The action figures sound fantastic. They're doing Dalek twin packs, inspired by Big Finish audio. So we're going to see a new take on the 8th Doctor. I'm assuming it's going to be from like the Dark Eyes packaging. He had that other outfit that I think he made himself. And what else is there? I'm reading it as I say. It's from the Garden. The Dalek is the Interrogator Prime from the Garden of Death. Is that the one with the little crisscrossy thing over it? I thought it was the time Dalek, the time disruptor Dalek. I'll have a look later. And there's going to be two more sets released. Once with the War Doctor. I really hope they do a young John Hurt, a young John Hurt version of the War Doctor. That'd be fantastic. And with the Dalek, they had the young John Hurt one, which is my graphic novel, which I ordered, but it hasn't arrived yet from the collection of the final 11th Doctor. No, 12th Doctor, the Capaldi Doctor. I'm losing count. There's too many of them. The final Capaldi Doctor art from Doctor Who magazine. So that'd be if they do a young version of the Water. I'm really into that. You know, in the when he regenerated, we saw his reflection. I think they probably took it from Naked Civil Servant or Caligula or one of his younger performances. And there's going to be another one with the 7th Doctor. So I mean, be interested to see what they put out. I'm probably have to buy. I really want to buy 2 of those. At least 2 of them. I'll see what they are. There's going to be 2 new TARDISes from the 70s and the 80s. I can live without that, although they must be going well because they're making more. And then they're doing, was it 1, 2, 3, the 3, was it? To complete the summer lineup, there are 3 brand new collector sets with ranges of 3 figures each, inspired by classic adventures with the 2nd, 4th, 6th, and 7th Doctors. So yeah, I'm intrigued to see what there's going to be, especially the 2nd Doctor. I would love to see if we get a Jamie or Zoe or Victoria. That'd be wonderful. But most noticeably, nothing to do with Chris Chibnall, Jodie Whittaker's Doctor Who. There's nothing to do with it. Because I don't think it sells. I don't think it sells because it just wasn't very good. You know, whenever I go into a comic book store or anywhere that sells Doctor Who merchandise, and remember there was tons and tons and tons of Jodie Whittaker merchandise. Tons came out before when the show started and before the show. And yeah, me too. I was really excited for Jodie Whittaker. Oh, that's so disappointing. And so whenever I go in there, I go into these stores that stock them. I ask them, how are they selling? And this is incidental, of course, but it's not scientific. So they all tell me none of it sold. None of it sold. Doesn't surprise me in the slightest. I would really be interested to see what the DVD sales are like for season 11. I can't imagine. They haven't dropped in the same way the audience dropped. But again, just like I said about the people who rapidly support Jodie Whittaker's Doctor, they're human beings and they want to be proved right. They want to be proved right under any circumstance. Me too. I'm a human being. I would like my worldview to be a true and correct one. So that's a quick roundup of Doctor Who merchandise and how how Jodie Whittaker's Doctor is awful. I'm the Rabbit from another planet. Please like, share, ring the bell, and subscribe. Thanks for listening.